the real history of Bitcoin and how cryptocurrency can help you achieve life-changing wealth. Hi there, crypto fans. Hi there, remote viewing fans. Dick Allgire here. Another beautiful day at Ethereum Place, and my wife just bought me a brand new shirt. What do you think, shirt ladies? You probably like this one. All right. I'm not going to get too technical. I'm going to keep this brief, but we're going to talk about the real history of cryptocurrency, the real history of Bitcoin. It's not what you've been told. What you need to know is a term called SHA-2 that eventually became known as SHA-256. SHA stands for Secure Hash Algorithm, SHA-2, SHA-256. If you look that up on Wikipedia, you can see a long and technical explanation of how this came about and how it works. But for these purposes, this uses cryptographic hash functions. When was this developed and when was it first used? It was developed by the NSA, National Security Agency, and DARPA, the shadowy scientific group that does scientific advancements for the defense industry. They started using the secure hash algorithm in the 1990s. That's 20 years prior to Bitcoin. What they needed to do was send secure packets of information, of data, to nuclear submarines that were hiding out in the ocean. So they used this cryptographic hash function to send data to the submarines. And keep in mind that was in the 1990s. This was using the Merkle-Damgard construction block cipher. So if you hear terms like cryptographic hash function, block cipher, hash algorithms, if you know anything about Bitcoin, that's wow, that's the same terms they use in Bitcoin. This technology was published in 2001 by the National Institute of Standards and Technology. So SHA-256 came out. This is like 10 years before Bitcoin. So it was in use by the military to send packets of data to submarines. It was given to the public. And then the cover story that we were given was, hey, in 2010, this guy named Satoshi Nakamoto, this Japanese scientist, this shadowy figure, produced a white paper where he would use had invented a form of money using the SHA-256 technology. There is no Satoshi Nakamoto. There never was a Satoshi Nakamoto. You'll never find anyone who had any interaction with him. There's no university that he taught at. There's no university that he attended. This is a fictional name. Satoshi Nakamoto was just a cover story from NSA and DARPA, and above them, the people that administer the human race. So what they wanted to do was get us to accept this, and the catchphrase that they put out is freedom. They got all the patriots and freedom lovers to embrace cryptocurrency. Hey, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will let us get out from under the bankers, get out from under fiat money. We will have peer-to-peer trustless money that does not need anyone to tell us whether or not we can use it. There's no central authority. It's decentralized, peer-to-peer. You can use it whenever you want, however you want, which is in part true. But the catch with this SHA-256, the Bitcoin technology and all the blockchain technology, is that everything is on a ledger which is immutable and which is accessible. That means every transaction you do in Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency, with the exception of like Monero and a couple of others, the privacy coins, but you're not going to be allowed to use those. Every transaction is on an immutable ledger and is recorded and can be accessed by supercomputers and AI. So yes, we're getting out from under the banks, and yes, we're getting out from under fiat money. By the way, Trump just yesterday at the Bitcoin summit, something slipped out that a lot of people didn't have an impact. I heard that and went, wow, that's the key. Trump said the US dollar is going to remain the world currency, but it will be guaranteed as a stable coin. So the US dollar is going to convert to a stable coin. What's going to happen is, and I've been saying this for many years, we are in the transition to a new financial system. The new financial system is going to be distributed ledger blockchain technology. The whole world is going to be run on various interlocking blockchains. Where's this going? It's going to you as a human being, right here, are going to have your own individual blockchain. Everyone will have a blockchain, and every transaction that they do, every purchase they make, everything they buy, everything they sell, every bit they spend, their hobbies, their energy use, everything is going to be attached to a digital certificate, and it will be on your individual blockchain, so there will be no need for passwords and logins and different accounts. It's all going to be under your personal blockchain, and that blockchain will interact with this technology with all the other blockchains. Now, this is a huge job, and that's why we're saying it's the transition to a new financial system, because it is a transition. They can't just flip a switch and do it overnight. So Trump is now got a cryptocurrency reserve that the US government is going to hold certain cryptos in reserve, and we'll hear more about this. Eventually they'll say, yeah, we're going to start converting dollars into this. They may start converting gold. They may open Fort Knox and say, well, there's not quite as much gold as we thought, so we need something else to back this up, and we'll use Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. How does this affect you? If you get some of these assets, they are going to increase in value exponentially. This is what we talk about at Future Forecasting. Let me just put it up, futureforecastinggroup.com. In the last run-up, we made over 100 millionaires and multimillionaires. We have something called Project 1000, where our goal is to help 1,000 people realize the reality of this and make their lives ever so much more comfortable. There are those of you that will say, I don't accept this, I will just not comply. You cannot comply for a little while, but it's coming. And unless you live off of the land somewhere and you don't have to buy any gas, you don't have to buy any raw materials, you don't have to buy jars to can your goods, you will live maybe a little while outside of this system, but really not for long. So it's coming, it's inevitable. This is the upgrade of the human race. This dirty little secret here is that you as a human being, you're part of the commerce of this world. The human race is a commercial enterprise, and the owners of that enterprise are upgrading the technology to better manage their assets. And it's going to be distributed ledger cryptocurrency. And if you realize that and realize this real history, you can get involved with it, and you can sit around in pretty aloha shirts and enjoy the day and have a good time. futureforecastinggroup.com.